welcome to the second show of Out of System. Just like to welcome you all.
Welcome.
Max, I think you have a little intro song for us.
Yeah, we do as soon as we get this video pumping. Gage, I don't know if your video's up right now. I don't know if we're seeing you. We're seeing you, not just the way we want to.
Oh, I don't think they could hear me either.
Great. Do you want to just put us on the big thing? While I do this intro song. We got an intro song we wrote, episode 2, Out of System, the artist formerly known as The Huddle. We're going to be doing, I wrote this today, little intro song, because we had to scrap the Huddle one that I thought sounded pretty sick, but didn't work out the name, so we had to switch it. All right, and here's Joe, by the way. So Joe's going to listen to this performance, and then he's going to have fun. Okay, ready? Here we go. Left to watch my we started a show called The Huddle, but we remained out of the system. End of song. There you go. First ever.
Wow, round of applause for Maxwell Rosenfeld. The John Lennon of our time right here, Max Rosenfeld.
That only by me. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, let's.
Yeah, so today we're practicing social distancing. We did not practice
Here,
yesterday.
I'll show you guys. If you guys can see, we're all in the same room, actually. We're all right here. Say what's up, guys, in the same room. But we're kind of just staying separate because we know we got to be safe, and especially during these dangerous times.
Yep. Yeah, so we're switching it up. So we wanted to say sorry to everyone that was watching. We set a bad example yesterday. We were all in close proximity, which is no good. So we're trying to adhere by the rules set forth by the state of Hawaii.
6-foot stick.
Exactly.
My stick went somewhere. I've been walking around with a stick 6 feet
Exactly.
around the street.
Yeah, we have a surprise guest for you guys later. He's going to be calling in. He's a really good friend of ours. And I'm going to give you a bit of a hint for those watching, people that are close in our social circle. Here's a couple hints. He's a full sender. He stays blessed, and he loves black bean burgers. So that should be enough.
And he loves saluting, and
He's currently saluting us on this day also.
as we speak, he's currently saluting us.
Yeah.
We salute right back.
So we're planning on giving him a call later. Who else? Oh, and also at this time we're taking all guest calls. We'd love to have you guys guest call.
We would love for have our guests call any time today. We did that a couple times yesterday, and we enjoyed the feedback. There's some stuff that we're gonna listen to fans on, and then we hope you guys have some more interesting calls. So go ahead, give our Instagram page Out of System a call, video call, and we will be bringing people on to ask questions and talk stories.
I mean, these can be any questions. A lot of the questions we received, whether it's DMs or anything along those lines, have been a lot of volleyball. But ask us personal questions. We're open for anything. Personal volleyball questions, or just you can ask a skill. We're still open to anything. But yeah.
Exactly.
And recently, the way you guys season finished actually in terms of volleyball, you guys came straight off of a trip or a weekend. You guys had a crazy weekend with BYU. You guys went on the road. You were going to be at CSUN and Pepperdine, I believe. We've had a few people ask us in terms of on your guys' road trips, what is the experience like? What is your guys' schedule like on a road trip in general? And it's, obviously the one in CSUN is the least optimal one, where their season was cut short and they were never able to actually play a match. But in terms of road trips for you guys, what can somebody, if they were to go a day in life, how would you care, or what would they see?
I mean,
Yeah, I would say we have, probably have pretty much similar things to say as far as a day in the life as a road trip. Involves a study hall session early in the morning, especially mandatory. So get in one of the, if it's a hotel that has a big ballroom or something like that, or an office room or whatever, it depends. But we like to get together in a group and have like a quiet study hall session just to start the day. Gage, take it from there.
the best is when it's study hall in the rooms, because if it's in the study hall down at the down at the big what would you call it?
Like a ballroom or like
ballroom, yeah, big ballroom. The coach are gonna be there, but if not, you can get away with possibly watching YouTube videos. And if coaches were watching, don't worry, we get on top of our work too. But the best part by far, and this goes for any athlete who travels, no matter what sport, the best part is a per diem. the athletic pro department, the university gives each student athlete what blank amount. How much we had, like 35 a day, I think,
Yeah.
around those,
Yeah.
somewhere around those, and that's by far the best. I know we've had some people who go to the dollar store and they just rack up a bunch of peanut butter jelly sandwiches and they're pocketing, coming home with over $150, and they're just pocketing the rest of the money.
Exactly.
That's like the first thing they do when they get over there. And I mean, yeah, it's a road trip. The road trip is best just because it's a lot of chilling. It's a lot of when we go on road trips. I know I always got to hit Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Chipotle, and possibly Shake Shack if it was there. I've been a big fan of Shake Shack. I remember I counted this last trip. I ate 4 burgers in a span of 3 days. It was worth 3 days. And when I didn't eat a burger, I think I ate a burrito. And I just indulge myself in the fine things in life. So that's something I look forward to every trip.
Such a profound love for burgers from Gage that he has
Oh,
to
God.
make new words. He's like Shakespeare. Indulge.
Absolutely.
I have to indulge myself. But we're gonna have a guest on pretty soon here. I almost spoiled it, but I didn't. I caught it. We're gonna have
Most good guests.
most good guests. Yeah.
Reverse psychology, maybe. We'll see.
But yeah, I don't know if he's talked to you lately, but
I mean, with
we'd love to hear about what you. You asked us about our road trips. You mentioned your road trip in Belgium. You should talk about that.
Talk about how the relationship between the coaches, whether it's after game, it's just different from in college.
Yeah, no, and so I told these guys this yesterday when we were going to grab dinner. Actually, we on our road trips in like a professional volleyball atmosphere, it's totally different. When you go places, you can, as soon as the match is over, you have off the next day, guys can fly home. Or guys can stay in the city and come back the next day, and you have it's a job, and so you're not it's not similar to the NCAA where you have limitations of what you can do, and they have to come back with you. That's like the University of Hawaii here. When we traveled, there was a rule, like we always had to be with our coaches. We couldn't ever really venture off, except for very specific cases. So for us, when we were traveling with our team, when we traveled inside Germany, we traveled everything within our team bus. And if you look at all the different clubs throughout Germany, they all have their own team buses with their own design on it. And it's really nice. And some have tables in it, so guys are playing cards in the back. Or some, I've heard of beds. We don't have beds. We have our team was able to give us these kind of mattresses that we could lay on our seats, but we didn't actually have physical beds on our bus. So when we travel, if we're traveling down the northern part of Germany from where I was down in Friedrichshafen, we were traveling 10 to 12 hours on a road trip. And over there, they have these special limitations for bus drivers, where they can only drive 3 to 4 hours at a time. So you have to drive 3 to 4 hours and stop for an hour, 3 to 4 hours. And so it makes everything so much longer.
God.
And for us, for me, that was really hard because I'm just used to a quick flight over the pond, and we're in California in 4.5, 5 hours. And so for me, the long road trips, being on the bus, my body, I don't know, for some reason, I felt way more depleted and way more fatigued coming off the bus than I ever did a plane. And so for us, the actual travel part was the toughest part. But in terms of the hotel stays, it's really similar where you stay with one of your teammates. And every meal is actually provided for us in the hotel. So we're not, it's not like here at UH where we have our own vans and we're going and venturing off to wherever we want to go eat. We have a specific meal plan in the hotel. So it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, all served there.
That's killer.
That's killer. And actually, like Max had mentioned, I was injured at one point in the season. I was not on the active roster, but they still traveled me up for the Champions League match. And it was like the best road trip to be traveled on because we went up to we stayed in a really nice hotel in Roeselare, in Belgium. It's about 20 minutes from the border of France. And since I wasn't playing, I'm like, I could eat a couple waffles. When I'm in playing mode and I'm kind of getting ready to play, I try to eat pretty lightly. But when I'm there, I wasn't even on the active roster. I was working out, and then I was going eating some waffles. I was enjoying the nice Belgian cuisine. For us it is it's just different. Like Gage said, depending on what part of the country in the U.S. you go to, depends on what you eat. And it's the same thing when you travel country to country. Really, the diet obviously depends, and it's really difficult to stay on any strict diet. That's kind of what I found out pretty quickly, because you're always traveling in different parts of the world, of Europe, and they just don't have the same. You don't have access to the exact same things everywhere you go.
An interesting take from Joe. We're finding out here that we have a bit of an echo we're hearing. We might maybe we could take like a brief pause and try to figure that out real quick.
I think when we come back though, we will have Brandon Ratchet here live.
We will, yeah.
We'll be on Brandon Rattray.
Give us about 5 minutes, possibly more. We'll see. But we'll be back on with you guys. Keep submitting questions. We appreciate the support. We'll be back on in a moment.
Thank you. The room.
All right, we're back, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
Bit of an echo issue. We're going to practice extreme social distancing now. Put Gage in a timeout in his room. No, just kidding. Oh, we can't hear what the hell Gage is saying right now. I just noticed.
Yeah, we can.
Can we? Gage, you want to say something real quick?
I'll say something. I'm saying something really quick.
One more time.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Boom, we can hear you. We're live, baby.
Yeah,
We're back
I'll move
at
it closer.
We're going to have Brandon Rattray on the line here in a moment. I'm going to play a song before then, though. Joe, how's that sound? A quick song? Thoughts? Song.
I want to hear Wagon Wheel.
That's not what I was going to play. But we should call. Okay, do you have Rattray on the line? Are we calling?
No, we don't have him on the line yet.
No Rattray on the line.
So if you do,
But we got the song.
We got Max and the Aux. Okay, cool. I wrote some revised lyrics to a popular tune you guys might know, but I only switched up the later part of the lyrics, so I'm sure you'll know it. When the night is calm and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you don't stand by me. 'Cause it's a quarantine. So do not stand by me. Don't stand by me. Increase the risk of COVID-19. Quarantine. There you go. End of song. So that was our brief apology for not social distancing yesterday. Sorry to everyone that's watching. We're trying to work on it. We're working on also having Brandon Rattray on the line. At this time, we're also accepting calls from whoever wants to hear from us and whoever wants to interview us. So, here we go. We're calling him. Will he pick up?
Will Rattray.
We got Brandon Rattray on the line, everyone. Rattray, say hello to our fans.
Hello, people.
Okay, we'll turn up the volume. Joe, you want to take this?
Rattray, I'm currently saluting you.
Rat, we're saluting you at this time.
Well, I salute you, boys.
Over the mic.
The
Mash with Gage, you guys are savages.
We'd love to hear that rap.
Brandon, I haven't really gotten into this, but he started at the University of Hawaii, straight out of San Diego here. And after freshman year, the first 2 years, he and I were roommates, and we had a lot of fun times, let's say. Let's leave it at that. Is there any specific memory you have from either our 503 days with Kapono Faye and Hendrik Mole and Evan Larshell? Was there any specific memory you have with us that you can share here with our audience?
Of the 503 specifically?
Or just us two in general, anything.
Or just anything. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, us two, the thing that I always imagine and can see the most is just like early mornings, hopping on our mopeds and seeing you throw on your helmet and send off the weights. And Joe would always be coming right out the gates, coming out hot. The year after that, when we lived in the apartments, I came out the front side, you came out the back side. And I'd always come down, and you'd come down, and you just send it. You just go. And I'm like waiting for you, like sitting there on my phone for a sec, and you come down, and I look up, and you're gone. Just like, taking off, heading to weights early in the morning.
Full send.
And that was just something that kind of was on my mind at the moment. But
That's
talking
funny.
about the 503 a little bit, I thought that was just such a good group that
No, absolutely.
got brought together, and we were so lucky to land in that situation and be able to live with those guys, Kapono, Hendrik, and Evan.
That year for sure was one of the best years, like
Oh,
my life for
for
sure.
sure.
It was such a fun group of guys, and we really got to. I thought we brought the best of each other in terms of our personalities, and we all just had such a good time.
I have one question for Brad.
After class coming home, I was always so excited to roll up to the house and just see what's going on with Joe, Kapono, Hendrik, Evan. See who's there, see what everyone's up to.
And Ratche and Kapono always had the most beef because they were always yelling at each other about the dishes. Like Kapono didn't do his dishes, or Ratche didn't do his dishes. And so,
And then freaking Hendrik, he would put huge like bowls and stuff.
yeah,
Fill them with water and just leave them for
And
weeks.
just
thinking
leave
that
them.
it was gonna magically
and just
clean
leave it
itself.
sitting. Yeah, Hendrik Mole. The
Yeah,
soaker.
I mean, such good time, man. It's just hard to even talk about it because there's so much. I
There's
gotta
so
know
many. Yeah.
where to go.
We would go down to this breakfast spot, Cold Pancake House, and we'd go.
Oh, yeah.
We'd just go mop on a bunch of eggs and the burritos. We would
So good.
always go to the burritos.
Unreal. Oh, the Portuguese sausage with a little bit of salsa and sour cream on the side. Unreal.
And
All the aunties there were just like legendary. They all loved us and
yeah,
loved Hawaii men's volleyball, and we're all about it. So that was so
funny.
cool, man. And just
And-
being on the island, for 3 years,
no,
that was like the time of
absolutely.
my life. It was such a special time, and being able to be out there on the island for that amount of time was just so incredible. It shaped me into who I am today, and
And
I
for,
know it did for you as well. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
all three of you guys, man. You guys are still out there. You're on Oahu right now, right?
Yeah, we are.
That's crazy. I'm so jealous. I wish I could be out there right now.
And in terms of for the people who aren't from Hawaii here who are listening, what is your go-to spot on the island, and give them a little insight on why it's such a special spot. I know what spot you're gonna say, but I want you to tell our viewers here.
For sure. So the spot that you're talking about is Sandy's. Sandy's is definitely the most special spot on the island to me personally. Every time we go, I just feel like we have such a blast, and my favorite thing to do on the island is body surf. And
Get
the body
snapped.
surf at Sandy's specifically is incredible, as you guys know, and some of the best body surf in the world.
Mhm.
So special. Going out there with all the friends and everything, like that's where my favorite memories have been created, is on that beach at Sandy's. All the parties that would happen at Sandy's and all the big get-togethers was awesome. It's just another thing that made it super cool, super special.
Yeah, and kind of more of a volleyball related turn here. You had started at UH, we played together, and then you made the switch over to UCLA, and I was wondering, in terms of the change in the team dynamics? What is the? I mean, I know guys from both teams. Obviously the Hawaii team a little better. But what was the difference mainly in the team dynamics and the characteristics of the team from the UH team you played for, and then moving over to UCLA?
Yeah. So, I mean, playing for UH, it's just super special because you are a professional athlete on the island. And everyone
Don't hear
sees
that
you as-
NCAA.
And yeah, and at UCLA, it's not like that at all. I mean, I'm living in Hollywood pretty much, where there's movie stars and professional sports players, big time people. So I'm just like an absolute nobody out here, which I kind of like, to be honest. It's definitely like a change of pace from being in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Being a nobody is a change of pace.
Yeah, well, compared to out there, I mean,
I know,
who
yeah.
you are as an athlete, no matter what your position is, what you are in the depth chart, you're looked at as a superstar out there. And
Yeah, for sure.
it's a little bit different out here. So that was one thing that I really thought was special about Hawaii, and just getting to play in the Stan Sheriff Center and the Poly Pavilion here. Two of the most incredible arenas in the country. Stan Sheriff definitely is number one in my opinion, though.
I don't think it's really hard to contend that. Yeah, the Stan Sheriff here, where the past 2 years they've sold it out numerous times, and but you know, UCLA has such a strong program, and obviously their both coaching staffs have there's really strong coaches on both coaching staffs, and so it's
both programs are great. You know, there's strengths in both, and
yeah.
I mean, one of the reasons I made the move from Hawaii to UCLA, well, the main reason was for opportunity.
Yeah,
You know,
no, absolutely.
I was getting an opportunity that I really wanted out there, and I don't regret the decision of going to Hawaii in the first place. That was the best choice I ever could have made.
No, absolutely.
But I made the move for opportunity. The coach here at UCLA is the head coach of the Olympic team, and just being under his wing for the past 2 years was great. Definitely helped my game out and got me some opportunity. This past summer, I also went out and played in Italy in a big tournament, and that wouldn't have happened if I didn't have this connection through Johnson now. So it was a really good move for me. I just graduated, just got my degree.
Congratulations.
And, thank you.
That's sweet, man.
Congrats,
So
yeah.
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped.
That's so awesome. That's the most important thing. I mean, especially coming from a school like UCLA. But I have one more question for you here, and then we'll let you go.
Okay.
So most people, when you talk about UCLA and a Power 5 conference, you know, what a Power 5 conference is the it's a conference with all the top like football programs basically and basketball programs, and so
Big 10, Pac-12, ACC,
ACC, and
missing?
Big 12.
Big 12.
And so
Shout out to Jackson Wheeler.
Shout out to Wheeler.
Jackson Wheeler. And so UCLA being a Power 5 school, what was the biggest bonus you saw for going to a school like UH, where it is the mid-sized school and it's not in those Power 5 conferences, which means there is more of a lack of funding? What is the biggest benefit that you saw and you appreciated from going from UH to UCLA?
I mean, there's a lot of benefits at both. Like at UH, the guys are taken care of very well.
Yeah.
And same here at UCLA with just the amount of food that we get. And gear. I think we definitely get more gear here at UCLA.
Yeah.
The basketball and football team, they get so much gear. It's so ridiculous, like completely unnecessary, but we're just given so much.
Yeah.
But I think just the facilities here, too, they're a little bit newer, a little bit nicer, a little bit more money put into. Aside from that, man, like, I don't know. I really do love both places.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say, like, I like one more than the other. But Hawaii is a special place, and I mean, just living in Hawaii and being in Hawaii, that is more special than living in LA. I'll tell you that for sure. The air quality too, man. Just breathing air here in LA, it's tough. Like,
Yeah.
We all have a little bit of a cough going at all times, and it's not like that in Hawaii, man. Hawaii, the air is just so pure and beautiful, and man, it's just a special place. So.
Well, we appreciate having you on here, man. We'd love to have you again if you'd be interested, but
Thank you
sure,
for
man.
coming on. Yeah, we appreciate, like you said, we appreciate you coming on. Congratulations again on graduating here.
Thank you.
We hope
Thank you. Another thing. So I don't know if you guys know Ellie Shermer. I know Gage talked to him, but there's some big events coming here in the near future that Ellie's trying to put together in the volleyball community, trying to grow the sport and just to take this thing to another level. There's going to be an all-star game and a couple other things that happen here in the next year or so. So stay tuned.
Sweet.
Will
Okay.
do.
I'll talk to you. I'll make sure I'll let you guys know about it and fill you in so you can fill in these fans because
Brandon,
there's some pretty cool stuff coming in the volleyball world. I'll tell you that.
Brandon Rattray, the Ellie Shermer plug on out of system here. All right. Well, Brandon, thank you very
Sure.
much here. We hope to have you on again soon. Take care. And again, congratulations on graduating.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, and I love all three of you guys individually.
Appreciate that.
Gage, and Mac, you guys are absolute
Shoots.
givers, and I love you guys a lot. And I can't wait to see you guys next. Thanks for having me.
We love you too, Rat. Later.
Thanks, Rat. So the background behind that Ellie Shermer thing is that he said he contacted me, and Ellie runs, for those of you, I think you guys have seen it. I think it's on Volley Source. See the Canadian when UCLA and Long Beach and Lewis all went up to Canada and they played in those tournaments. So, and he runs that and he started it. And he contacted me for me to contact Charlie, our coach, for those of you who don't know. So that's a possibility that that may happen. But can I tell one story about Rattray before we're probably gonna wrap it up here,
Yeah,
possibly?
yeah. One last story,
So there was two stories, but I'll tell one of them. So there's this man on our campus. We don't know his name. He's full of good energy. We absolutely love him. He dresses in like light, bright pink
Pink,
robes. Yeah, pink robes, and he has what kind of hat? I mean, what kind of hat is that? Is it
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
what is it? He has like wraps all over, and he's a phenomenal guy. I've had the pleasure of discussing with him, but he carries his drink around, and he this green like liquid. It looks like it doesn't look very appetizing. So we go over, and Rattray's like, you know what? And he's serious when he's saying stuff like this. So you know what? I'm gonna go talk to him. And he tells us he just went to talk to him, and he talked to him about for an hour and a half. And this is the type of guy that Rattray is. And he even tried the juice that he carries around every single day. And I'm just like, Rattray,
Rattray's like
like,
no other, yeah.
he's like I mean, you had that experience. You went to who'd you go with? One of this last summer. Who was it?
What are you talking about?
I think it was a Hari. You went to with the Hari Krishnas, yeah?
Oh yeah. I met some people at Down to Earth, which Rattray introduced me to, yeah, from a cult, yeah. And
then-
they, never mind. I don't want to get in trouble with anyone. We'll leave it at that.
I mean-
we'll leave it at that.
All right. Well, sorry for
Believe
the fans who were calling. I'm sorry we couldn't really pick up anything. Do you guys want to get a couple more fans on here? Or do you want to kind of?
If we get one call right now.
Okay. One call.
I
All
was gonna say,
right.
we
I'm
can
sorry
just
for
put it out
those who couldn't
tomorrow,
call.
and we're gonna have another show soon.
Let's try
Yeah.
one more call. Let's just get one
Let's go
call.
for it.
If we
All
get
right.
one more
We're gonna-
call in here, and again, I was talking about earlier the Power Five
We-
conferences. I didn't really go into too far about
Joe,
that, but
We have
for
our
those
first
who
call,
don't
Joe.
know, we have our first call. Okay, let's bring it on, Yish.
We have our first call from. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Something happened. I think we got an influx of calls. That's why. From. Oh, it's just so many errors. I can't. Hello. How we doing? We have our first call. Can you state your name and where you're from?
My name is Belle, and I'm from Michigan.
Belle from Michigan. Hello. Welcome to the show. What's your first question?
My first question, it's not like a serious question, but I think you guys might have some fun with it.
Oh,
If you could have 3 celebrities at one table, who would you choose?
3 celebrities at one table.
to hang out with?
Three
To hang out
celebrities at one table. So for me, probably most of mine would be related around sports. I don't get like too creative when people ask me this.
Let's hear it, Joe.
I would go with number 1, Steph Curry. Number 2, Joe Montana. Number 3, Tom Brady. I think anybody
Wow.
who
No
knows
Herb
me
Brooks.
knows my knows the teams that I support and the kind of stuff that interests me, knows that all of those guys are very interesting to my own life story, and I can make connections with them. So I would have a lot of questions for all 3 of them.
Great choices. Gage, let's hear yours.
Well, I'm gonna go on the sci-fi aspect of things. I would definitely, if possible, have a nice brunch with Obi-Wan Kenobi, old Ben Kenobi, as one. Number 2, Charlie Wade, head coach of University of Men's Volleyball. And then number 3, I can't think of it. I mean, a third one, I'd probably go with maybe Stephen A. Smith, just because he's very loud and flamboyant. And I wonder what a normal conversation with him would sound
Stephen
like.
A. Smith, Charlie Wade, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Engaged.
That's like the start of a joke right there.
Okay. Who would I pick? Tough one. I don't know. I think I'd go with Paul McCartney, Charlie Wade,
Hey.
and then Stephen A. Smith. So very similar.
That would be
Can't go wrong.
one heck of a conversation for both you guys. There's no real connection in any of those people.
Be the most awkward.
Obi-Wan
dinner.
would be over there
Like, what would
doing
you talk
this.
about? Like, what would you talk about?
Talk about. Yeah, just let have Paul have the floor and me, Charlie, and Stephen A.
Anakin Skywalker is a bona fide scrub. Something along those lines. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know. But hopefully we have Charlie Wade on the show and make that a dream of reality, possibly, for
Yeah.
all those viewers out there.
We'd love to hear
Thank
that.
you so much for
Head
calling
coach
in, Bella.
and-
Please call in again. Thank you so much. But
Yeah. Head coach and expert dog walker Charlie Wade can be a guest very soon on the show. That's what we got to
we'll talk more about the dog walking than the actual
All
volleyball.
about pull and driver, baby.
Pull and driver. We can have him explain a couple of the colloquialisms of our program. Pull and driver. I mean, you got to pull another club. There's plenty. The list goes on. You don't want to be a guy. You want to be the guy.
Pick a language.
Pick a language. Make a play, not a putt. The list goes on, ladies and gents.
These are
Set the
all
ball, set the ball, set the bench.
Set the ball or set the bench. Yeah.
So, we plan on taking more and more guest callers here, and we appreciate everybody for tuning in here. And we would like to thank Rattray again, Brandon Rattray, for giving us a call today. He informed us kind of at the end of his show of the events that are coming forward here, and a group of people that are trying to really push volleyball into popularity, I think, both in Canada and the United States. So with that, we are going to sign off. And again, thank you everybody for listening. Please stay safe, practice social distancing. And tomorrow, we promise we will have another special guest. She is a setter from Oahu. She plays in the university. I'm not going to say who yet. You'll see on our Instagram who it's going to be. But I think most people here listening will find her very interesting in her story.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Thanks so
Thank you
much.
for tuning
everyone.
in, guys.
thank you, everybody. Aloha. Mahalo nui.
Thank you so much, guys.